Hello, students. Hopefully, you are in the good conditions. Here we are going to have the discussion about the subject and verb agreement with me, your English teacher, Brahman Sobati. Our discussion today is about the use of the subject and verb agreement in sentences. Because we are uh, non-native speakers, we tend to get problems to understand what the subject and what the predicate of the sentence. And we need to understand sometimes the subjects are singular, but the predicates plural. It also happens for the opposite. It looks like the subject is plural, but the predicate is singular. And that is our discussion for this video. Okay, it is written on the screen right now. Some nouns can look singular, but are followed by a plural verb, and it's called the verb in conjugation, and vice versa. What we discuss about here is the verb conjugation means to change the verb form from infinitive form into the subject reference, whether it is in the plural form or it is in the singular sentence. That is the meaning of the verb uh, conjugation. Here, some nouns look singular, but the predicate is plural. It also happens in the opposite. Let's look at one is the nouns followed by singular or plural verb conjugation. The next one is nouns followed by either singular or plural verb. That's the second discussion. The next one we'll discuss about the complex noun, because in sentence sometimes the subject is complex, it's not simple. And number four, this is about the nouns that refer to quantity. How do we know it if it is the quantity? Let's discuss one by one. The first one is the singular or plural verb conjugations. Like what we discussed previously, the verb conjugations, the meaning is the changing of the infinitive into plural or into singular, as the predicate in sentence depends on what the subject is. Read now the text to understand this, because in this text it's the real one that I want to show to you, and subject and verb combinations. And start with the first sentence. I'm reading for you. Sociology is my favorite subject at school. I love learning about how the world works and how society is affected by nature as well as nurture. We talk a lot these days about how the rich are different from the poor, or how the elderly have opposing views to the young. But the media are responsible for changing our views a lot too. We have to look at how the world has developed as well. Nowadays, Starbucks is on every corner. Domino's is a game of the past. It's all about online computer games now, and the police have less influence. The book Social Media Generation talks about all these changes. I definitely recommend it. So this is what I want to tell you about the essay, or this is very short text basically. After this, there are still many paragraphs that I can quote, but I take it just the simple text, a simple paragraph. So the first one is the sociology is the subject. The next one is I, and then the word society is we talk, the rich are, the elderly have, the media are, we have, the word has, Starbucks is, Domino's is, the police have, the book Social Media Generation talks, and I definitely recommend it. They are all. What is the analysis one by one? What we have read, same subjects appear on the screen right now, from society, subjects, the police, names of stores, media, games, adjectives which describe whole group titles of books. When you see here as the subject of your sentence, can you group them into the singular verb conjugation, or they belong to the plural verb conjugations? Is it possible for you to do it? You can try. Society belongs to what? Subjects until titles of books. Okay. If this is what your idea is and you are great, the meaning you understand. I know previously it has been written here in the text, but I just want to know uh, your understanding further about that. Okay, the subjects here, like economics, biology, or mathematics, chemistry, belongs to the singular. Like society belongs to the singular. Games is the singular. Names of stores, even though ending with s, to singular. Titles of books also singular. Now, with the plural verb conjugations like the police and adjectives which describe a whole group, like the young, the poor, and the weak, and we make it all with R, the media also plural conjugation. But sometimes we need to understand that some nouns can be used with the singular or plural verbs. That's the second discussion. By the audience and class, company, data, department, group, government, staff, team, places could be plural, like the United States. And also the theme is ready and the theme are ready. When is the theme is ready, we discuss the theme as the unity in one unit. The theme are ready, we discuss about the element of the theme. It's not only unity, because inside the team, players inside the team, coach is inside the team, staff, officers, and also like a medical uh, treatments also inside the team, and also things and objects ready. So the ball is ready, the field is ready, the boss is ready, the time is ready, the office is ready. So you want to say everything that is related to the team are ready. So that is with R. So that is the concept inside your mind, whether you want to make it as the whole unit or it is parts inside of the unit. The next one, look at now here, like what we discussed previously. So sociology is my favorite subject. Sociology here is the subject, society is, Domino's is, Starbucks is, the book, social media generation talks, and the police have, the rich are, the media are. They are all here from the text that we have. Can you imagine it? We take all the subjects separately and we use them here. Okay? What is the third one? It is about the complex nouns and nouns of the quantity. Okay, what is that, the quantity? Like percent, okay, 50%, okay, two-thirds, okay, half. How do we know it? And what is the predicate if that is the subject? Okay, look at this is the simple conversations. Number one is, did you know that 80% of people only speak one language? Learning a language and speaking it to a high level is more valuable than I thought. And the girl responds, I'm not sure that's true. I'm not sure. Why? Because the majority of our generation speaks another language because they learn it at school. Students in our school, they speak in Mandarin, they speak Chinese, right? Hokkien, they speak English, they speak Batanese, they also speak Bahasa Indonesia, not just one language. So my friends who come from all around the world all speak two languages or more, and that is true. So this is like the conversations. But what my concern here is not the idea of the conversations. What concern here is the structure of the sentence. Because did you know that 80% of people after that is learning language and speaking it to a high level is, and after that the majority of our generation speaks another language, and my friends who come from all around the world all speak two languages or more. That's our concern here about the use of the subject, 80% of people. What is the analysis? Look at now this. When expression quantity, what determines if we use a singular or plural verb conjugation? What is that? The answer is the main noun, not the quantity word. Did you know that 80% of people only speak one language? It is not about the 80%, but it is about the people. The people is the main noun here, and that's the reason it is speak. Why? Because people is plural. Right? So 80% of sugar it is. Why? It is not about 80%, but it is about sugar. So 80% of sugar is. 80% of money is. 80% of sand, 80% of air, and 80% of oil is. But 80% of students in our class, that is with are, because the main noun is not 80%, but what is after that. The next one, how do we determine if we use singular or plural verb? We need to know the main subject. Like my friends who come from all around the world, that's the main subject here. Maybe that is also complex subject, but that is the main subject. Okay? Even though that is after that is come and after that is speak 2 languages or more, still about my friend is the subject. The next one, what are the complex sentence? Oh, see this. It's not only sentence complex, right? But subject also complex. There are 2 complex nouns here in the conversations. The first one is the learning a language and speaking it to high level, because there is an automatically more than 1 subject here, but it is singular. How do we know it? Check it out. Say this. Say this, right? Learning a language and speaking it to a high level it is not with R, even though it is with with and, right? So we need to understand that. The next one, my friends who come from all around the world, this is just 1 subject in the beginning, but still, so still after that, still plural 1, speak. Okay, here come and after that is speak here. Look at now this analysis. I make it is very easy to understand one by one about previous complex nouns and nouns of quantity. With the complex noun, the verb agrees with the main subject. Here is learning, speaking, my friends. Number 2, with the noun that refers to the quantity, the main verb here is what is the main noun. Okay? So 80% of people is not about the 80% of, but it is about people. The majority of our generation, it is about the generation. So that is the reason here, speak a plural, it is plural. Generation singular, it is singular. And generation here is uncountable. Okay? So you need to understand that. It's just inside your mind. How do we know about your understanding now? Ready to do the exercises? Okay? See this now. Yes. What comes into your mind when you are looking at the sentences, 8 sentences here on screen right now? You need to fill the gaps. It is important that the government understands. 20% of the employees take or takes. The Chinese here has or have. 2/3 of their food supply here is imported or are imported. Studying a subject which can help you get a better job is recommended or are recommended. The police respond or responds. Children who live with their parents while at university safe. And living at home while at university safe or saves. You can pause it and try to understand. 1, 2, 3. Tada! See this. If that's what you are answering right now, is that right? If that is what you are answering, the meaning you understand my explanation. Okay, the government understand here because we can say government as the unity or it is parts of the government because many elements of the government. Employees here take, okay, Chinese, it is have because this is the Chinese here people. Okay, the food supply, it is uncountable. The next one is get a better job is, okay. The next one is, but basically it's not about a better job because it's studying. This is a complex subject here, studying, okay? The next one is the police here, not as the unity, but member of the police. The meaning is police officers. Children, that is the complex subject, safe, and living at home, there's living at home, right? This is safe. I think that's all about these explanations. I'm happy to share about this subject and verb agreement. Hopefully it is necessary and helpful, and you can do further exercises. And if you want to ask something else, you can get a comment and listen to my explanation in class. See you. Bye bye.